woman. And that's my dinner time. I keep my eyes on glory till the devil get behind. Now bear in mind the devil made me offers I decline.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the AFC West. It's the Chiefs and the Steamers coming up next.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Brandon Gaudin alongside my partner, Charles Davis. CD, you're an old-school guy, and I know you've got to love our matchup here. Two teams that get after it the old-fashioned way, on the ground.
I love it. You know I love that type of football. You've known me for a while now. We've got the #1 and #2 rushing offense in the entire NFL matching up. Now, don't be fooled. Both of these teams can and will throw the ball in this one. But they certainly love playing that game of field position, working between the tackles, chewing up time of possession. And they've each got a main man who's among the best.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Going up top. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Edwards-Helaire trucks over it, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's O'Brien.
Let's go, baby. Complete to number 6. A gain of 9 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He finds his man, complete. That's Garner. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Out of bounds at the 29-yard line. It's a
First carry for Nick Chubb. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Nick Chubb, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 31.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, complete. That's Shepard. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Shepard. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
Now back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Now a throw here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, Hey, we got everybody. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They'll find Clark open right side. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that 3rd down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw a little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Chubb again. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steamers have moved out in front.
Well, we have seen the stiff arm get a bit of renaissance here in recent seasons, and that was pure strength there as he forced his way into the end zone.
And when you think of guys who use the stiff arm so effectively, I go back to guys like Earl Campbell, Walter Payton, some recent guys like Marshawn Lynch. Let's go to the Wayback Machine. Bronco Nagurski, he dealt out a wicked stiff arm.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. To throw, it's Mahomes. In trouble, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. .45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to...
And this is caught inside the 5. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. And what a big-time play there.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity, unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Now a give right side. It's Barry. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On to the second quarter. Memphis in possession of the football. As they come up now, second and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up first and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Throwing now is Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Garner. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Yeah, a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes. because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
He'll get it up the middle. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Steelers are able to add on to that lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. KC's offense ready to take over. Yeah, it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw. And he fires one incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. And he's got Quinn here. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Got a man, that's Quinn. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A give. This is Chubb. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. A throw left side, complete to Clark. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Steamers add 6 to their lead.
Butker on for the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And Kansas City's offense now set ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now here's Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Webster. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters up.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And the final readout on Next Gen Stats, remarkable. That ball traveling close to 80 yards in the air. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Chiefs 10.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taking it about the 1. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And really a solid group effort. I mean, the montage focuses on him, and rightfully so, but it's been a good job of a team to get this lead.
I'm with you totally on that. I love the observation. Offensive line and people having to protect him, they've really been in sync and been on point. How about the guys going out and catching the ball? Well, the receivers, the running backs, everyone is involved today. And what we're watching right now is really a beautiful team effort, isn't it?
Absolutely. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got it complete to Clark. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2nd and 1. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. He's got it complete to Thompson. Not much there, only a yard. 2nd and 9.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Personal foul. Roughing the tackle. Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Mahomes now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Webster. And Mahomes going to hustle him up to the line here. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10. Now it's Mahomes again. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, and it's the Bills who lead that one late in the second quarter. Josh Allen has a touchdown pass. From there, it's off to North Carolina to check on the Panthers at home in Charlotte. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. Trey Lance, 2 touchdown passes thus far. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh. Check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Tampa Bay Bucs. The Bucs looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for KC. And not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, on the other side, they too didn't do a whole lot in terms of rushing efficiency in that first half, as you can tell by the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Quinn.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and 8.
They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Shepard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. A run for Nick Chubb, and he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, it's a very tough one for them to swallow.
Will they make up for it? 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Now Mahomes.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now.
And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that 1st down marker.
Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll come on to kick this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes, he's going to air one out.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Mahomes to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Mahomes going to throw. He's got Thompson here, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They go play fake. Mahomes trying to lay one up deep. And this one is incomplete. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to go up top again. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Chiefs 17. Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Shepard.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
They run. Chubb. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And again, it's Chubb. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, Barry. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. Open man is Quinn, able to connect. Touchdown! A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And his guys are going to take the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive goes 8 plays. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Returnable here from the 38. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return.
The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. You start prorating these rushing numbers and looking ahead, he could be on pace for a 2,000-yard season. I don't want to jinx him, but what a year to this point.
But you just did.
Sorry?
That's okay. No, he can overcome that.
I'm not apologizing to you.
No.
Okay?
I like your attitude. But you're right. What's got to happen for it to actually occur? Offensive line has continued blocking the way they've been blocking. He has to stay healthy. But also, it's not just the idea that he's going to run the football, but you got to run it against numbers that dictate you throwing the football. Sometimes when you have 6 to block and you only have 5 guys, you've got to block them anyway, and he has to make someone miss as well the rest of the year.
Second and 6. He finds his man complete. It's Shepard. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Three quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Memphis, Tennessee, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. On second down, it's Clark. A solid stiff arm. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. Fighting through pressure. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 69 yards rushing now as he's done it on 22 carries.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Looking to throw. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steamers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and a lead now up to 14. taken at about the 1. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes, he finds his man, complete. It's O'Brien, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Webster. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And again, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Thompson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing now is Mahomes. Throw left side, complete. That's Webster. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's O'Brien. And he will have a Chiefs first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
On
first down. Boswell, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Mahomes firing complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. L'Jarius Sneed up to make the play defensively. Here's 2nd and 9. Now here's Mahomes. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flushed out right. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We can come up with a lot of different explanations here. None of them are going to work. At the 1-yard line and coughing it up, no way.
You got to protect that thing like it's your firstborn.
Your firstborn, your secondborn, anyone. It doesn't matter. Take care of the football. You're in a position to go in and score. At worst, you've given up a chance to get 3 points.
They'll run on first down. It's Barry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That is on the 5-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They run it again with Chubb. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. Stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 89 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down he'll go at the 25. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. Just over 1:40 to play. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger. Mahomes will throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 28.
When you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the home team here, they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they dropped just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.